Let's go. I'm better than ever, they never been better than I. Regarded the hardest and I ain't even reaching my prime. They hate that I'm great and they faking I'm real as they come. So sit back and let me show you how this shit is done. My composition, my propositions, I'm raping the system. I'm killing the competition and all of y'all are my victims. Eyes and oohs as I'm ripping the instrumental, lyrical, individual, never been sentimental. I'm so hot every time that beat drop, and when I say I'm raping the system.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Soviet commentator, back with another Fight Night Champion online ranked match. It's been a minute since I've been in front of the mic, just hitting that recorded commentary, sitting back and just watching the gameplay, explaining what's going on. So let's actually talk about what we got going on here. We got a matchup, a classic fight matchup. Roberto Duran going up against Sugar Ray Leonard. And the funny thing is, he's fighting the same way Leonard did, and Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard won. And unfortunately, there was no knockdowns in this fight, as we end up knocking him down in our fight. In the original fight, though, there was no knockdowns. There weren't knockdowns. It was 15 grueling rounds, 15 hard-fought rounds by both Duran and Leonard. The heart of Leonard was there. The footwork of Leonard disappeared, and that man sat down on his punches, relied on his hand speed and his ability to tie up on the inside. And then Roberto Duran, he relied on his combinations, he relied on those straights, he relied on those hooks, the body work, everything that he knew. And Duran ended up getting the win. But then we all know what happened in the rematch. In the rematch, you know, Duran, he quit, and he didn't want to really deal with a Leonard that was using his footwork on the outside. So this guy, you know, he kind of does that. He relies on his combinations. He starts using that footwork a bit more. We start getting tagged up a lot, trying to press the action toward the inside, trying to get a repeated knockdown, try to get that double knockdown in round number 1. You see us applying the pressure. You see us trying to trade with him. Took way too many shots, and we end up going down. He gives us our chin checked with that left uppercut, perfect right on the chin, and we go down. So one knockdown apiece. That kind of wiped up some of that early confidence that I had. But it's like, look, there's one thing that we really have to talk about here, and that's the fact of picking a boxer that's going to fit your style. If you're an inside fighter or you want to fight on the inside, whatever you kind of feeling towards that moment, pick a fighter that's an inside fighter. I felt like he would have done a lot better if he picked a fighter like either Manny Pacquiao or Julio Cesar Chavez. Why? Because those guys are inside fighters. They throw combinations. They can take many shots. And besides the fact that you know, this guy isn't the most technically skilled and this is more of a slugfest, Leonard isn't the type of fighter on this game that you want to get in a slug fight with. That's just not the kind of matchup that you want to use with Sugar Ray Leonard. You want to be on the outside. You want to be establishing that jab. You want to be able to work the outside. And when you don't, you come forward, you get tagged up with combinations, and you end up getting your chin checked by a beautiful pinpoint right uppercut. And that's how the cookie crumbles for him in this round. So that's 2 knockdowns on our belt compared to his 1. And I'm feeling pretty confident. I got that confidence that I just lost when he ended up knocking me down. So the fact that I was able to knock him down twice in 1 round, that really did make me feel good as a fighter. So we head into round number 2. The whole aggressiveness is going to continue on. We're going to continue to look for combinations, look for punches towards the head, and we're going to look to establish ourselves on the inside and make him feel like, you know, there's not much you can do when it comes to trading on the inside. Leonard with that 74-inch reach compared to, I believe, Duran's 67-inch reach. Duran has the advantage on the inside while his reach is smaller, so that means his punches will get there faster. I mean, that's just basic science. Like, we all know the smaller things are, the shorter the distance that you have to travel, the faster you're more likely to get there compared to somebody who has to move there at a faster distance. So, one thing I want to talk about real quick before we continue on with this match is the fact that I've been watching all this EA UFC hype. I'm really excited for the game. I probably won't be getting it immediately because I really was kind of just saving myself, or not myself, but saving my money for when the next fight night is announced, which if you listen to our podcast, you would know there was an interview by Franchise Play done with Brian Hayes, who is the lead designer of EA UFC and also was the lead designer of Fight Night Champion. He's the head of the department. of EA's fighting division, and we therefore know that there will be no new fight night anytime soon. There's no plans of a new fight night, no finances, no team in place, anything. He said he'll ask about it, but as you know, for right now, they're focusing on UFC. And the chances of there being a fight night game, in my opinion, is very unlikely. So that's the big news that I have lined up. But also, I want to talk about the EA UFC and, the hype that I'm seeing behind it. I feel like it's going to be a very good game as we end up hitting him with a very good three-piece combination: jab, right hook, and end up clocking him with that left hook to the head and dropping him for the third time this fight. But I'm watching all the hype going on. I'm watching all the news being released. By the way, the #1 source for that is youtube.com/Sakuraba1982. He has all the greatest stuff, all the greatest knowledge about all the UFC stuff that's coming out. And the man also has 20+ years of MMA experience. He does it in real life, so he's the best source to learn anything about EA UFC. But while I'm on that, I'm watching people go on their YouTube channels and they're riding that EA UFC hype train, man. They just go out there, they're doing channel breakdowns, trailer breakdowns. They're up there trying to relate news where they have no clue or any knowledge about MMA games or the actual sport. They have no sweat equity. They were not playing the games when nobody else was playing it. They weren't posting videos about the game when THQ went out of business and the online servers for rank got shut down. You didn't see those guys around during that time, out there playing the game and posting their videos. But now all of a sudden you find ways to view horror and say, oh, now is the time to come out and start reporting news for EA UFC when you don't know anything about the game. So when it comes down to listening to people like that, please don't support them because they honestly don't know anything about the game. But let's hop back into this match and let's talk about why these knockdowns are occurring. He's losing the exchanges, and we also tighten up our defense quite tremendously, which is why he's getting knocked down excessively. We're also working that body in order to zap the stamina and then come back up top with a hard combination, which is also doing us very good also. But the main thing I believe is this knockdown that occurs is watch how the jab controls the rest of this round. Watch how this jab is able to keep him off balance, keep him from throwing the combinations that he wants to, and also the fear of him being a big gun shy from being knocked down 4 times in this match has also done that to him as well. So the combination of a good stiff left jab combined with tons of combinations and the hard punching power of Roberto Duran, plus the knockdowns have kept him on his feet defensively. And just look at the beauty of the jab, how the jab was able to set up that 3-piece combination. The jab, straight right hand followed by the left hook, one of my favorite combinations in the entire game. And you really see me going to work it out. And the main thing that I look for to use on him in order to put him down most of the time has been that right hook. Roberto Duran's right hook is just so powerful and does massive damage that you just got to use him whenever you're on the inside. So you see us trying to get that jab and following up with the right hand. Against Leonard, you saw him going for that straight right hand a lot after using a blinding jab trying to set up those power shots. But you also saw him land some devastating left and right hooks throughout that entire fight. So we're basically trying to give the same type of fight that we gave him. And just look at the educated left jab, man. That educated left hand. We're up there throwing the left, hooking off with that left, maybe come up with a nice uppercut, follow it up with the right hand. There's just so many things that the jab can do for you as we end up stunning him, but he's saved by the bell. As we look at the judges' scorecards, or in this case Teddy's scorecard, and you're gonna see the color correction do a bit of a little warp there if you didn't notice. It was a bit off from the video, but that's besides the point. This guy can't take much for a punishment. We end up stunning him with a beautiful shot, and that's going to be the end of the fight. This guy's rage quits. Thank you guys for watching this video, and get your chin checked. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy, FightNightsFinest, the Sofa commentator, and I'm off this. Peace!